Hi, Shalom everyone, another special edition. We're doing a tour over here of Ramat Bet HaKerem. Also, we've done other tours before around this area. Let's check out this area, amazing. Now, this is a main Merkaz area, friends. It's done up quite well. You can see luxurious apartments. They look beautiful. Over here, they've got like a French supermarket. They've got Chanukah Sameach menorah. Over here in the central place, there's a bank, there's a tea shop, there's Steinansky, there's restaurants. As we're going to explore this beautiful area. We've been around here before. They've got a gorgeous roundabout here. Very flowery one. You're quite near the Azredi College also. Now down there they've got, I think, a shawarma restaurant, a falafel restaurant, a pizza. Now we've got a synagogue right across over here, friends. I think it's a big, just across it. We've been around parts of this area, but we're going to explore some other parts of Ramat Bet HaKerem, which we haven't actually been in beforehand. Over here on this very, very nice, beautiful, sunny morning over here. Another gorgeous roundabout here, friends. We've got all of Jerusalem is lovely. Over here. So we're going to go towards this roundabout. Kikan Natan, Goldblum. This happens to be a beautiful roundabout. Nathan Goldblum Circle over here. So this is some of the side streets. We've got Beit HaKerem in of itself over here. We'll go towards the left. So this will take us back towards the roads. I think there's some archaeologies here. I think we've been around here before. We can just explore some of the fields over here and just get a feel for the area. Then on the right, we've definitely been on the right before. Let's just notch up just a little bit here and just look at the park. Friends, we're in Ramat Bet HaKerem, or Bet HaKerem also, here in Jerusalem. On a very, very sunny morning, so wow. So we've got a nice field area surrounded by houses, apartments. There's a specific stone here. I think this will lead to a large park, friends, over here. Actually, you've got a nice park here. This is the main highway, I think, going towards Yaffa North, and you've got a lovely park here. So let's explore a bit over here, friends. Here on a very, very good weather Tuesday morning. We want the rain, the country does, but a bit of sunshine, especially when walking, and a nice breeze always doesn't do any harm. I'm pushing the stroller as we speak, so it is quite rocky, the floor is. Just want to go towards this park area and we explore here. Let's check out what this is about. We're going back to the main highway here in Bet HaKerem just to see another angle. So I must say it's a lovely park. And it's a lovely day here in Jerusalem. There's a whole trail over here. Walking around the inner streets of Jerusalem. People living in this area are very fortunate to have a nice park like this. Just walk around. This is the first time I'm actually at this park. We went around Yaffa North today on a separate tour, which I'll hopefully upload at a later stage on the different channels, and went through a nice walkway with views of the forests of Jerusalem around there. See, this is there's a lion on the bench there, embolizing, let's just say, Jerusalem, the flag of Jerusalem. It's a very interesting tree here. That's a lovely park, I must say. They've got a memorial stone here. Eva Bakker Garden and Playground over here from the Jerusalem Foundation. let's just go around here and see what there is. What hidden treasures we call it. It's everything in Jerusalem is a hidden treasure. Some nice apartment buildings. So let's continue. We went through some of the Jerusalem stone. So we are properly touring this beautiful city. I must say it's a nice morning. We just finished Hanukkah at the time of recording yesterday, the Jewish festival. Now, I think in a week time it means, because we're on the 3rd of Tevet, we'll mark Asara B'Tevet, the 10th of Tevet, which will be a fast day. I believe the shortest fast day in the Jewish calendar. So this is where we pretty much come from at the moment. Now we're in a proper residential Ramat Bet HaKerem, or Bet HaKerem in its own right. See beautiful houses here. I like the entrance. There's a cat actually waiting right out the entrance for the people. Oh wow, I like the designs of the apartments. Very flowery, old style. Don't think it's done up, probably from 50 years ago, but it still looks very, very nice. And it's actually a lovely walk. Just to walk in Jerusalem in the morning is a breath of fresh air, quite literally. Here, as we are in the area of Bet HaKerem, friends. Small, lovely apartments. Nice trees, nice landscape. There's a lot of stairwells all over here. I think we're actually now on He-Haalutz Street, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is He-Haalutz. It's interesting, my parents are here at the moment in Israel, and we were together for Shabbat. So he was saying when he was in Iran, there was a He-Haalutz Zionistic organization very near his house where a lot of the people would go over there. He learned in a religious school, I think called Otzah HaTorah in Iran. Okay, what have we got here, friends? Merchav Tnu'ah. I'm not too sure what this is. Looks like an older style building. So friends, we are touring He-Haalutz Street. Actually, we've went from the park of Ramat HaKerem, and now we're in He-Haalutz. I think it's the first time I've actually been in the entire streets. We know there's a train line, He-Haalutz. Okay, now we've got a WISO center over here. So you can see huge amounts of content. This is the street we've come from. Everywhere in Jerusalem there's content. Now we've got a WISO building. Rebecca Sleff Centre for the Family, sponsored by WISO UK. So look at the content we've got. The Site Centre family over here. Right outside there. Look how beautiful the roads are. It's a tour, friends, of He-Haalutz and Bet HaKerem. Beautiful Jerusalem. And it's a lovely morning at the time of recording that I will definitely point out. This is nice, a nice decoration in the building also. Look at that, beautiful. There's street buses here, nice apartments. And I don't think I've been inside this street per se before, so it's always nice. Friends, we were before in, if you recollect, in many of the streets around Bet HaKerem, and when we went to Chappelle's, and we saw the David Yellin College, if I'm not mistaken. We did go around another very gorgeous decorated street. I hope we won't lose internet connection, that's all. You can see a lot of the buses going in and out of Ramat Bet HaKerem. as we are touring He-Haalutz Street now. We've got more stairwells to other areas. We're now on He-Haalutz Street, here in Jerusalem. It's very nicely decorated, I must say, these places. It's a lovely walk. Now the stairwells into the houses, there's cottages here. Now over here, on my left, we've got a lot of archaeologies of Jerusalem. I was hearing the Vartari yesterday about Rav Kook, about the mud of Israel, how important even that is. We're going to a nestling corner over here. Another pathway, I'm not too sure where this goes to. A very, very decorative garden style hilly entrance to more apartments and living areas. Now where we're going to. Friends, we're on He-Haalutz Street next to HaKerem. If you go down there, we've got more. So it makes a lovely walk. Not too sure where down here takes us. We've got more of Yerushalayim here. We go straight on. It's part. Oh, okay. So now we've got a very unique outdoor library here, which is interesting. This looks really cool. Got like an outdoor library of books with a relaxation area. Now we've got another famous site here, Neighborhood Committee Centre over here. The Bonnet Bayit Home Contractors Association was established in 1920 to build Beit Kerem, the cornerstone for the local social and culture centre. Was laid in 1925. In 1988, residents' efforts to prevent the construction of a high-rising residential building were crowned with success, and there was a permanent exhibition inside, tells the story of the neighbourhood. So maybe we'll try and go inside here. Beit Avad over here, 1926. We've got a sign here. Very interesting. Beit Avad was the first public building constructed in Beit Kerem, completed in 1926. Over here, you can. Anyone wants to see the writings? You've got a whole tour of neighbourhood. Now on my left we've got more over here, which we're going to come to at a later stage. Yeah, this is just an entrance. We've got a lot of content here, friends, as we're doing this tour. And now another beautiful pathway over here as you go down. Maybe this is the other side. It's like a nice coffee shop over here. Is this a coffee shop or a relaxation area? Very lovely corner. And you've got a monument here. In remembrance of Benny Gaon. 1935 to 2008. We're going to go back up there and do a separate tour over here. Let's continue this street tour, friends. We're in the He-Haalutz area here in Jerusalem, or Beit Kerem area. Let's go down and go down that beautiful pathway here. Beautiful apartments. Wow, another nice Israeli flag. Nothing like you going for a walk in the morning here in Jerusalem. I've never walked in this street before, so, or in its entirety. I've probably been inside the street with a car, but if I was, it wouldn't have been for a while. We're doing a walking tour here of He-Haalutz Street. Other large buildings. A beautiful stairwell here. Absolutely stunning. Over here on my left. Got some banners here on top of the Mirpesot. Now we've got another famous site here in Jerusalem. What is this, friends? The Margoa Relaxation Guest House. Someone named Shoshana and Abraham Kleiner opened on this street in 1949 during the fighting in Jerusalem, a guest house for wounded Israeli soldiers. In 1965, after the renovation of the Abissar family, home by architect Ephrati, Shoshana Kleiner opened here the guest house, which was sold to become, in 1971, an old age house, and in 2022, a home for the lonely over here. Very beautiful house over here. Another historic place here in Jerusalem. As we're not just walking in Jerusalem, we're walking in a historic Jerusalem, full of history, full of kindness, full of chesed. He-Haalutz Street, another beautiful pathway. And we've got more. This is not normal. This is not normal, friends. Look what's on our right. We've got another historic place. Could become a tour guide here. There's so much over here. What's this? This is two Abissar families, the brothers Raphael and Ezekiel Abissar, moved to Jerusalem from Hebron as teachers in the Takemoni Jewish religious school. They married the two sisters Shoshana and Rivka and built their homes next to each other in He-Haalutz Street. Another famous site over here, friends. Over here. Ken. It's Shidur Chai. Ken. So friends, we are walking in the street He-Haalutz here in Israel. Nothing beats this. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Exclusive tour over here. We can see some park area, and wow, now again, this is just not stopping all these famous sites. We've got another place here on our left where we will describe it now, but we've got to see the streets here and the patterns of the streets. We've got two different places here on our right. Okay, this is the Shachar family home. Chaim David Shachar, 1891 to 1930, was a Zionistic activist and a teacher who wrote an encyclopedia for pupils. His wife Deborah was a teacher at the Lemel Girls' School. Both were among the founders of HaKerem. Their houses was a tiled roof, arched windows, and decorated. Railing the front porch is located at the top of the lot over here. Very interesting, friends. Friends, we're a community here and we're exploring Israel. It looks like they are building up over here. This is a Kaddish Y Silman stairway over here. And we're going to see another famous site here. It's just not stopping. This is a famous stairway here. I'm not so sure where it goes to. We're going to find out now. Wow, beautiful. The Kaddish Yehuda Silman stair path. He lived between 1880 to 1937. He was a linguist, a teacher in Hebrew, who taught Hebrew with humor and poetry. He was one of the founders of the first neighborhoods of Tel Aviv and of HaKerem. Silman lived on 18 He-Haalutz Street. That stair pathway between He-Haalutz and HaKerem Streets were named after him. Another famous site here. As we are seeing different sites here on He-Haalutz at the moment in Jerusalem. It's very interesting because, as I said before, on Shabbat we were speaking about He-Haalutz, and now here very much we are living He-Haalutz Street. So much content here. It's not normal. Excellent Torah content, or Judaism or Zionistic content, to be more precise. But now again. This is just, friends, it's not stopping here. We've got another famous house. Thanks to the municipality of Jerusalem, they've actually signposted a lot of the history behind this area. And we've got another famous place, apparently this happens to be. Let's see what this is, friends. It's not just a regular house over here. Oh, wow, there's a dog here. I've got to move. The White family home. He lived between 1890 to 1972. Okay, there's a dog here. I've got a bit of a phobia connected to the Jewish National Fund. That's what we have to point out. I wish I could go more inside there, but... So the dog, we don't have the luxury. Okay, we're still in He-Haalutz Street. Wow, look at the gorgeous trees here. Nice apartment buildings. Let's see, this is really cool. Okay, this entrance. I've never seen a nice. Wow, this is beautiful. Check this out. Was this a synagogue? This is stunning. It's a real stain. Okay, we've got, I think, a yeshiva here. Wow, the Sabras of Israel. What's this? Torah Lebore Olam. There you can see it says on the tree. And this is a really cool style apartment building. I think we're coming to the top of He-Haalutz Street. So we had an entire tour here of the famous He-Haalutz Street here in Jerusalem. One of the famous, definitely very Zionistic roads here in the city. And we really built up our Zionism, our Zionistic history, just by walking here. You know, you could look at in the theory books and wherever you are in the encyclopedias or on the internet, but when you're actually walking the street and you're seeing the sites itself, you get a feel of the texture of the area, and so on and so forth. They're doing some building work here. Now I think we arrive at the main tram line. We're going to. This is in Ma'alot Ha-Mehanech Street over here. Just over here, it looks like another stairwell, a pathway. I'm not sure where this goes to, but we've got a. I think we've got the gist of the area. Now, friends, I need to go back to where I came from. I'm going to record a lot of short clips of the area that we just recorded and put them as separate short videos. Wow, what content there was, friends. He-Haalutz, we toured it. We toured He-Haalutz all together here on this beautiful Tuesday morning, just after Jewish Festival Hanukkah. And we're wishing you all a fantastic day. I'm going to record a lot of short clips now for the channels. Wishing you all, you can see the Jerusalem train line over here also. He-Haalutz.